Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today is Saturday, August 2nd, 2025. Bitcoin block height 908,309. Transaction fees 3 sats per VByte across the board. Low, medium, and high priority. Just under 32,000 unconfirmed transactions in this mempool. Bitcoin USD price 112,957 US pieces of paper. 24-hour high was 114.23. 24-hour low was 112,000 even. $1 gets you 885 Satoshis. Will we see again $1 get you 1,000 Satoshis? I sure would love to see it. Bitcoin Spaces protocol 1.5084 total. Bitcoin burned 8,063 bids. 2,457 transfers and registers, and 2,551 rollouts. Spaces in auction. Some Puni code emojis. CD, FC, FE, VA. Claimable in about 17 hours and 50 minutes. Recent Spaces actions. A transfer on a black flag, skull, and crossbones emoji, and a bunch of bids on FE, CD, VA, XS, and double bids on FC, CD, and FE. So these double-digit spaces continue to get attention in Spaces protocol. Super high rarity, low scarce amounts. I think there's only 636, 626, somewhere about there, 600-ish. So possible combinations for 2 digits. All the 1 digits went A through Z, 0 through 9. And now we're in the 2-digit realm here, where we're seeing a lot of action here. Puni codes getting rolled out, and 2-digit spaces continue to see bids and action. Latest rollouts in Spaces protocol. We saw Lightning, a kiwi emoji, FHE. Is that supposed to be THE? Fat finger? Let's see if the rolled out. Yeah, the is out there. The, them, and these all taken. Seed, a question mark emoji. CW, ZH, DY, RC, and UG. So again, the double digit spaces rolling out, being bid on, taking over Spaces protocol pretty much right now. Upcoming rollouts. Puni codes, HU, KRD, KE, HN, HEEF, Hike, CE, SF, and SY. Spaces.market, Spaces protocol, marketplace, latest listings. Some more 2 digits. CH, Layer, Sugar, XXX, EG, Sam, NI, BMW, and GS. So these are top level spaces. They're like .coms, .orgs, .nets, .ai, .io. Those are called top level spaces. I actually didn't know about this before I started learning about Spaces protocol. There's a whole domain clique. There's a whole domain scene where people just buy and sell domains. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm starting to get into it myself, but why would I do it on traditional rails, like with ICANN, DNS, all this centralized garbage nonsense? Of course I'm going to do it on Bitcoin. And that's why Spaces Protocol right here is right up my alley. Decentralized, permissionless Bitcoin identities. So when you get one of these, it is a top level domain. They're called spaces here, so a top level space, but it acts just like a .com, a .net, a .org, .ai, where once you own the top level domain, .com. Is .com on here? Let's see. I know somebody wrote it out, but I don't know if they put it up on the marketplace. No. So they didn't put it on the marketplace. Let's see if we can find it on the Explorer. Com. Here it is. So this was registered, 11 total events, 9 total bids, it looks like. It went for 121,000 Satoshis. So this is the .com top level space. And once this person bought this, purchased this, registered this, and they're not buying it from a company or centralized entity either. They're just minting it on the Bitcoin blockchain, permissionless open source code, Spaces protocol. The Bitcoin gets burned. But once they register it on the Bitcoin blockchain, they then own all the websites, all the social handles, all the wallet addresses leading before com. So 1.com, 2.com, 3.com, 4.com, A.com, B.com, C.com, E.com, all the way through Bitcoin.com. Auction.com, every single character, letter, emoji, you name it. Once you register one of these top level spaces on Spaces Protocol, you own everything that precedes it. So I don't think people fully understand how crazy this protocol actually is, but we're going to see it. People are going to figure it out once the top level spaces, the subspaces, are fully released. That's the thing right now, too. This is all just speculation. Can't believe I'm here early. I don't know if I've ever been this early. This is what I said in a Telegram. Like, yo, this must be what it was like to be early to Bitcoin. When no one knew what it was, no one gave two shits what Bitcoin was. And Satoshi was just out there, and it was a couple other dudes doing their thing, and they're talking, and they're designing it, and they're doing all this stuff. This must be what it's like. Now, of course, this is naming. It's not as important as money. Bitcoin is an amazing invention, the best invention since the internet, right? I would say. Is it bigger than the internet? I don't know if I would put it over the internet, because the internet is a prerequisite to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin relies on the internet. But I mean, we're talking huge, huge invention, discovery, some will say, that Bitcoin is. And of course, money. It touches everything we do. But after money, what's another excellent use case for Bitcoin? And I would say the number 2 use case, 100% hands down, is identity. Digital identities, centralized digital identities, social credit scores. What do you think's happening around the world right now where they're trying to get everybody KYC'd on every app, website, everywhere you go? How are you going to get around that? What are you going to do? What are you going to use for your identity? The government issued identity? Or are you going to use a Bitcoin identity? Human readable public keys. Permissionless on Bitcoin Spaces protocol. Man, this thing's awesome. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank y'all for watching.